Hi, and welcome back to our second day of our conference. I am thrilled to be here, although I just noticed my backdrop is reversed. I will fix that later. I apologize. I hope that's not a sign of technology to come. But actually, the first thing I'll say is that I just appreciate the ability to be online with you all. And I thank so much our Rayborn support team. They're doing a fantastic job and helping us with all of our technology glitches that some of us are running into. So hopefully today will be another phenomenal day. And just a review from yesterday, we were able to learn all about MNGT focus groups. So if you missed that, please look for our recordings that will be coming soon, be available on the same website where you registered. And that website will be emailed back out to you. So you will have access to all of those recordings from our conference. And after we did our MNGT focus groups to where there was a demonstration, then you got to learn all about healthy campus environmental audits, which you'll hear more about today. And then we were able to hear some fantastic oral presentations and breakout sessions. I've heard great feedback. I can't wait to see them all. I could be at everything during the breakout sessions. And then we got to hear back some of our focus group findings. So again, if you missed anything yesterday, please go take a look at those. The posters from yesterday are also going to be available to you. If they're not already, I'll go check to see if they're already uploaded. And you can go to that nutrition department website, which we will put in the chat again for the website address, and take a look at any of those posters that you missed. There are short 3-minute recordings where our authors walk you through the work that they did. Take a look at as many of those as you can, please. Today and for tonight, this afternoon, we'll have more posters. After that, you're going to receive a link. All of our attendees receive a link who have registered, and you will be asked to vote, to rank. We want to acknowledge the hard work that our authors have done, and the top number one spot receives an award, as well as the second place and third place. So that will be up to all of you to decide who will be receiving those awards. So please take time to look at those posters and take time to vote on the survey that you'll be receiving. So today we have many more tools that we're going to be going over, and we will be going over a wellness toolkit in just a few minutes that really puts everything together. It's kind of strange we put it in the middle of our agenda, but in some ways getting a feel for that large environmental audit gives you context to be able to hear the rest of what we're going to be presenting on today. So you'll learn more about what we did in our last large project that our multi-state team worked on together, which was a Get Proved project, which was a USDA funded research intervention, obesity prevention with childhood. We worked with our young adult population because technically when we go to college at 18, we're still children. Our brains haven't fully developed, and it still was appropriate with this older adolescent, high school and college age group. So you'll get to see what we did there and how many of these tools were developed during that time with those partners, because we had partners across the board for many of these tools that were developed with our student researcher partners, as well as our extension professionals, and were tested with our communities in partnership with those students, leading the way many times. So you will hear more about a number of tools today that were developed during that project. And we look forward to hearing from all of our presenters. We'll have some more poster presentations, as I said, starting at 5. So as we did with yesterday, I encourage you to take this time to try out some of those tables. Just as a reminder, when we're not in our main hall here, you have the opportunity to go from table to table, and there may be some people who are here today who were not here yesterday, so I just wanted to go over some of this housekeeping again. And there on your main screen, you can see there's a help desk that's in the left-hand corner of your arena area. Always, you can click on that if you need any help. You can also see on the left-hand side of your screen that there are floors labeled 1 through 10, I believe. And really we use 1 through 3 is what we're using for our conference. We just take up 3 floors, not a problem. So feel free to flip between floors 1 and 2. If you hover over the number for the floor, you can actually see how many people are there. So you can decide if you want to go visit a floor, and then you can go visit that floor, take a look at the tables. You can hover over and see who's talking at the different tables. You can also see there are some quiet tables if you just want a moment to rest and to go to a quiet table. Feel free to use those as well when you're in a kind of timeout. And then on the 3rd floor is where our posters are. So you can go to those poster sessions and take a look at the posters that are there. You're welcome to go in anytime during the day. The authors just wouldn't be there at the poster to be able to give you more information, but we would be happy to have you explore those posters on your own pace, at your own time. So that is in general how our arena and virtual conference space works. Please take the time. I loved seeing yesterday afternoon at the end of the day, after a long day, we still had groups of people that were taking advantage of the opportunity to be in our virtual space and talk to people from around the world and a lot across the nation. And watching those networks and collaborations start to develop is a beautiful thing, and what this is all about. The other thing that's important to say for those of you who might be new today is that the intent of this conference is to share back with the community the tools that have been developed over years with our multi-state team. And these tools can be used to assess the helpfulness of your college campus. And we're encouraging everybody to consider what tools you might be able to use on your campus over the next year, and then hopefully thereafter, to be able to track changes. So take a look, consider it a menu of options, and there are many different tools you can combine. And if you use the links that we provide on the website, we will give you back that de-identified data for you to be able to use for your own research, for your own program development, program evaluation, student work. You can be using it in classes. Maybe think about what classes you might have if you're a professor, and that you might want to incorporate some of these activities as learning activities for your students. And then we are also planning on having a conference again, follow up to this, where you will have an opportunity to present. So instead of listening to us about the tools we've developed, you'll be able to share back what you actually found when you use the tools. So please think about incorporating this into your work over the next year so you can share back what we have for you. And that is the end of our welcome to our first day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I look forward to talking with all of you throughout the conference. And we are going to get started in just a minute. So please just stay right here, because we're just going to transition into our next agenda item. So I will be right back.